Hello grade 6. Today is our last revision. We're going to be revising on only two lessons, lesson 10.6 and 11.6. In this lesson we're talking about regular polygons. Regular polygons have multiple sides. Usually بيجيب لنا التريانجل ده كده جوه البوليجون وبيقول لنا find the area of the polygon. احنا بنعمل ايه؟ We find the area of the triangle. We're going to find the area of the triangle and then multiply it by the number of sides. يعني احنا عندنا هنا 8 sides. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. We have 8 sides. Now we're going to find the area of the triangle, which is half times base times height times the number of sides of the polygon. Why is that? Because this polygon can be divided into 8 equal triangles. 8 equal triangles زي يعني triangle عند كل side. Okay, so here he says find the area of the regular polygon. What am I going to do? I'm going to count the number of sides, which is the number of congruent triangles, which will be in this shape or in this polygon, 8 triangles or 8 sides. And then we're going to find the area of each triangle, which is half times 5 times 6, which will be 15 centimeters squared. So the area of this octagon, which has 8 sides, is 15 times 8, which is 120 centimeters squared. Again, we have this polygon, we want to find the area. هنعمل half times 6, which is 3, and then times 4, which gives me 12. فكده the area of this triangle is 12. Times the number of sides. How many sides do I have here? I have 5 sides. So we have 12 times 5, which is 60 meters squared. Okay, and number 3 here, we're going to do the same thing. Half times 8, which gives me 4, and then 4 times 12, which gives me 48. So the area of the small triangle is 48 millimeters squared. And we want to find the area of the whole figure, so we're going to multiply 48 by the number of sides, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we have 10. So we're going to multiply 48 times 10, which gives me, of course, 480 millimeters squared. Last two examples on this lesson, we have number 4 here. We're going to do the exact same thing. Half times 8, which gives me 4, and then 4 times 7, which gives me 28. So 28 centimeters squared times the number of sides, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we have, like I said, 28 times 6. Which gives me 168 centimeters squared. Number 5 and the last example on this lesson, again, we're going to do half times base times height. So half times 28 times 43, which gives me 602. And then we're going to multiply it by the number of sides, which in this case should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we're going to multiply 602 times 10, which gives me 6,020 inches squared. So basically in this lesson, we just find the area of the triangle, which is half times base times height, and then multiply it by the number of sides of the polygon. Now this lesson is even easier. We're going to calculate the volume of rectangular prisms. طيب كل الشيبس اللي احنا خدناها قبل كده it was 2D shapes. This is the first 3D shape we're going to take. طب يعني ايه 3D؟ 3D يعني you can visualize it. You can see انه it has other dimensions. It's in the 3D dimension. You can see it. يعني عنده كمان 3 dimensions. مش بس in one plane. It has 3 planes. فشكله بيكون باين اكتر. طيب this is called a cuboid and this is called a cube. الكيوب اللي هو جاي من square انه كل السايدز بتاعته square. انما بيكون عنده 6 faces، انما 6 faces هنا بيكونوا rectangles, so it's called cuboid. Anyways, when you're finding the area, when you're finding the volume of these 3D shapes, which are rectangular prisms, all you have to do is multiply the 3 sides times each other. So length times width times height. Of course, this is the height, and then we have the length and the width. So simply, to calculate the volume, just do length times width times height. So in this case, we're going to do 15 or 10.5 times 15 times 25. بس بنعمل ايه؟ 3 numbers times each other. To make it easier, نعمل 2 numbers times الأول وبعدين نعمل answer times the third number. In this case, the answer will be 3,937.5. سهل قوي ان احنا نعمل 15 times 25. هنعملها هي الأول. بعد ما نعملها نلاقي الانسر equals 375. هنعمل 375 times 10 and then times half عشان احنا عندنا and half. فاحنا هنعمل 3 numbers times يعني بس simply just multiply the 3 numbers times each other. 10 and half ممكن نحوله ل improper fraction عشان يكون أسهل. فنعمل 10 times 2 20 plus 1 21 over 2. 21 over 2 times 15 times 25, which will give me the answer, of course, 3,937.5. Okay, number 2, we're going to do the same thing. 3 numbers times each other. هنا ال 3 numbers are the same عشان it's a cube. فنعمل ال 3 times 3 times 3 ونحطه فوق. ف 3 times 3 times 3 is what? 3 power 3, 27 over 8 times 8 times 8, which is 512. So we have 27 over 512. We can simplify it, but it's not required in this lesson. However, you can do that, of course. Number 4 and 5. We're going to do the exact same thing here. It's a cube. فهنعمل 5 times 5 times 5, which is 125. And then we're going to do 16 times 16 times 16, which is 4,096. Of course, we can also simplify it, but it's not required. Okay, and here we're going to multiply 6 times 3 and third times 1 and third. Of course, we're going to convert this into improper fractions to make it easier for us to calculate. The answer shall be 20 yards cube. It's very, very important to know إنه في الفوليوم عشان إحنا بنعمل length times width times height. الunit is cubed. It's not squared. It's cubed. ليه cubed؟ لأن أنا عملت 3 numbers times each other. طالما عملت 3 numbers times each other يبقى الunit لازم هتكون cubed. عندها power 3. This is it for today. Thank you and have a nice day.